The winter that's ahead. Let me introduce you to the three-piece collection from Fiskars. Remember, it's brand new today. This is a company for 365 years has been bringing great ideas from the homes. What you're bringing home today is not only one of the most fantastic garden loppers. Talk about so easy. You don't even have to have Superman strength to use it. You're also bringing home a set of pruners, both one for, again, those regular stems as well, and then a mini set. It's going to be 2 easy payments of just $28.
Yes.
Fiskars really sets the bar pretty high when it comes to gardening tools, but right now you got to have this set.
Right, this is the orange alert. This is our PG rated show, by the way, meaning PowerGear. We've got patented technology here, and also snip, snip here, snip, snip there. Get that garden ready for winter.
I love your little Wizard of Oz reference. All right, so talk to us about what we're bringing home today, because when you talk about the opportunity to get your home ready for the winter season, you don't have to hire a contractor, and I think that's what I love about Fiskars is you guys have made it easier than ever because it doesn't require a lot of strength or effort on your part.
And you get all 3 pieces. These are the loppers, by the way, only 21 inches long. And what I love about these, they're really sharp. All of these tools are very, very sharp. Great technology on these. And if you want to have a sharp looking garden, you've got to have sharp tools. But look how this opens up. Look at that.
Wow.
Opens up wide, but the handles are short, extremely lightweight. You can just absolutely go to it with these. So you get these, and of course,
I have them.
Yes, she does. She's always got it. Every day.
These are my favorite, I have to tell you, because you know I love to garden. So often your pruners, I feel like, are a job in and of themselves. They're rusted, they're hard to kind of get a good grip on.
Right.
You guys have knocked it out of the park.
These are great, and feel this, I want you to feel it.
So lightweight.
The handle rolls with you. How many times have you been pruning in the garden and your hand gets tired? Guess what? The Arthritis Foundation has given a commendation for the ease of use on these tools. Your hands don't get tired. If your hands typically get tired in the garden, these are absolutely the ones for you. Lifetime guarantee.
How about that?
We don't ask questions. Lifetime guarantee. How many tools do you have in the garden that don't work? They're all up in the garage. One and done. This is the chance to absolutely do it. And my favorite little babies right here.
Yes.
These are the micro tip snips. They are very sharp. They're great for deadheading, and also, I could even cut your hair with this, but I won't. I really won't.
Thank you.
But look at this. Who knew that a pruner could nicely cut paper?
That's pretty cool.
That's the trick. I love that.
Well, let's get to gardening, because when you take a look at over here, a lot of you, when you think about preparing for the winter season that's up, you got to prune back the limbs.
Exactly.
In your yard. And when you think about all over garden use, I mean, if you're not taking care of your garden right now for next spring, that's a lot of the reason that maybe you have to go back to the gardening center and pour money into the garden. Whereas if you were proactive about it now, you wouldn't have to do that.
Absolutely. If you don't take good care of your garden, everybody says, oh, the winter tore my garden up. Generally, it was bad pruning techniques or no pruning at all, and you've got to have the right tools. That's absolutely critical. You want something sharp, you want something that cuts and doesn't mash or mangle. These have got really sharp blades. They are rust resistant, and our patented PowerGear formula.
So we're about to take some action on some limbs. For typical trees like this in your yard, when should you start pruning back?
Well, you want to tidy things up in the fall. Anything deciduous, you can cut back very, very hard in the fall. And I mean,
look at that. And it doesn't even make a sound.
And these are lightweight. Look, I'm cut this whole thing down. Hello. You know, you get in a hurry.
Well, I think so many of us are in a hurry.
That's what I love about
when it's the outdoors, is you want to get those fall projects back done, because everybody and their mom's doing fantasy football these days.
Hold that?
Yes.
All right, I won't miss.
Thank you.
I promise.
Yeek.
All right, you got big, heavy things. Look at that.
Okay, that's not how I thought it was going to go. I thought my arm was going to pull in from the pressure. Will you do that one more time?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
and I love that. I call this the python mouth, because it opens up really wide and it gets the job done.
And that's a thick branch. And if you take a look at, I mean, all the layers of branches in there, I mean, there's a lot to cut through. And yet that's just one piece of the equation for the 3 pieces that you're bringing home, because this is really that gardening tool set that you can kind of throw everything else out, which is really nice, because you are getting that lopper and the 2 sets of pruners. But then talk about now, I mean, you've got the leftover butterfly bushes, the mums are starting to come into play. What if you just want to to make a floral arrangement.
Typical, love that. You got your big ones for your woody plants. That's like if you're cutting back your hydrangeas, you use that.
Okay.
You got your little snips right here. You got your mums. You know, there are way too many flowers in there to worry with. Cut a few off with your snips, which are really, really sharp. You can cut a few off. Love that.
And you know what I like about that size too, especially with the mums, you can afford to make those floral arrangements without feeling like you took the whole plant out, because you know how sometimes when the snips are too big, a chunk of the plant's missing?
Well,
now you can kind of customize it.
Particularly things like Oriental lilies, Asiatic lilies, you don't want to cut the whole stem, just cut the bloom off. And I always deadhead my butterfly bushes. Look at this. Clean them all up, and then new branches come. Now you clean up your butterfly bush.
Exactly. And then you're onto your roses.
Deadhead your roses, and you're gonna have lots and lots of flowers.
Well, it's a 3-piece collection. Remember, those are the set of pruners. You're also getting a mini pruner set and the loppers. All of these PG rated. They've got that PowerGear technology patented to make it easier for those outdoor projects, so you can dedicate one fall Saturday and know that come springtime, you're gonna have the best looking garden on the block. It's 2 easy payments of $28 from a company that's been specializing in this stuff for 365 years. I wouldn't trust your garden to anybody else. It's M4430. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
For not, you know, giving me a little new do for the big old wedding day.
You're set.
My husband will appreciate that, Mr. Watson. Thank you so much. Hey, don't forget, coming up at the end of the show, we have got our patio armor. You know, 'tis the season for you to start thinking about, okay, time to start storing things, protecting them from the elements. The biggest frustration a lot of us have is with these custom-built covers. They are down at your neighbor's